Summertime is goodness time.
South Carolina, WIS News 10 start with First Alert Weather.
Let's send things over now to First Alert meteorologist Von Gaskin. Von, what area
Hi.
is under a watcher warning?
Hello.
Right well, right now that's going to be
number
that cluster
2.
right headed over towards Santee. That's an area that will stay under a warm storm. 4:45. So we'll be keeping an eye on that area. Not only are we dealing with heavy rain and gusty winds, we're also dealing with some hail. So that's parts of Calhoun, Clarendon. You're under the gun with this, parts of Warrensburg County as well. So Ellery.
Yes, thundering here.
For you. So for Highway 6 near Ellery, you're kind of winding
Okay.
down. The stronger storm portion.
Y'all come here with me.
267, Highway 15, and Highway 176. So this is all heading closer to Santee. It's heading towards I-95 right now. Right now, we're continuing to watch it with that eastward movement. So that's a heads up for you and Vince. A heads up for your Vance and Providence and those communities. And Lake Marion, it's coming into your neck of the woods. Right now, it is still severe. We are still tracking some small
I'm going to just put y'all right.
And so watch out for some small
Can I put y'all right here? No, I don't think I can. Put y'all right here because I can flip you over.
The slower movement allows the these storms to sit and spin and unfortunately drop a lot in a short amount of time. So a couple of other storms that we have that are not severe.
Boo.
This one is a strong storm that has not severe. Also looking at a couple of points on the squad, just outside of Bay County. So if you were traveling on that point up to the squad, we would want to have to run this back. Because of the storms that are in place, it's dropping the temperature because of what we call rain coming over the air. So because of the rain, it has dropped the temperature this year down to 79. That's being moved in summer. In St. Matthews. So you get a nice burst of wind, a nice little rain shower or two, and that can certainly make it a little comfortable to watch it. That's the valley will continue to wind down. We are expecting the overnight low to settle at 76. Couple storms will be sticking around. And then tomorrow, another portion of Mother Day, we get that valley at 28 because 99 will feel much, much hotter when you add humidity. So we do have another personal update coming your way. We'll talk a little bit more about it. Well, as the Republican National Convention kicks off today, attention remains on Saturday's attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. Questions continue to swirl over the gunman's motives as more is revealed over his actions leading up to that shooting.
National correspondent Lee Wall and Blake's time the latest on what we're learning about Thomas Matthew Crooks.
Just hours before shots were fired at a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, we are now learning the 20-year-old gunman purchased 50 rounds of ammunition at a
that's good to know.
According to a senior law enforcement official.
You want to say that again so you can get blocked?
Now being traced back to his father. While the FBI is working to determine a motive behind the attack that left one man dead and 2 others critically wounded, former classmates of Crooks described him as quiet.
It was just very, very bland.
Hey, what's up?
Facial expressions, very...
Behave yourself while you're in here.
A search of the shooter.
Or else there will be blocking going on today.
Witnesses to the shooting say they saw Crooks before shots were fired.
He's on top of the roof.
The fuck?
Tried to alert law enforcement.
My wife ran up to law enforcement.
Who do I got to block today?
Where he was.
Who do I got to block today?
Because they weren't in the right spot to see him on the roof.
We are also learning Secret Service did not sweep the building where the gunman was perched. A source familiar with the investigation saying a local cyber team was responsible for the building. However, the Pennsylvania State Police denied that responsibility.
When I say that something like this cannot happen, we are speaking of a failure.
This morning, U.S. Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle released her first statement since the shooting, confirming they will cooperate with an independent review of the incident. In New York, I'm Lee Walton reporting.
WIS, more of what you want. Your first alert.
Injured in a car wreck and you don't know what to do? You call Shelley Lee.
Car wreck cases are what I do.
No.
I have a team that works non-stop until we get results for our clients.
I called Shelley Lee and she got me $750,000.
Call me, Shelley Lee. I'll fight to get you the most money you deserve.
When you're injured and you need help, do what I did. Call Shelley Lee.
Enter user number 2.
The Macabre and 14 trees got you in the deep water. Well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It can affect your income, your relationships, and leave you struggling to stay afloat. I'm attorney George Sink. George Sink Injury Orders. We look beneath the surface to help you overcome the full extent of your injuries. Just call all nines now. That's 999-9999.
Why mental health matter, but uncontrollable movements called TB, tardive dyskinesia, starting to sort of kill my day.
TV felt embarrassing. I felt like
Gotta let this cool.
I asked my doctor about treating my TB and learned about Ingrezza.
Ingrezza is clinically proven for reducing TB. Most people saw results in just 2 weeks. People taking Ingrezza can stay on most mental health meds. Only #1 prescribed Ingrezza has simple dosing for TB. Always one pill once daily. Ingrezza can cause depression, suicidal thoughts, or actions in patients with Huntington's disease. Pay close attention to and call your doctor if you become depressed, have sudden changes in mood, behaviors, feelings, or have thoughts of suicide. Don't take Ingrezza if you're allergic to its ingredients. Ingrezza may cause serious side effects including angioedema, potential heart rhythm problems, and abnormal movements. Report fevers, stiff muscles, or problems thinking, as these may be life-threatening. Sleepiness is the most common side effect.
Take control by asking your doctor about Ingrezza.
Don't burn up your money on high energy though. Get new energy efficient windows from Champion. Stay cool and save 35% off new Champion windows. Plus get an extra $100 off every window. The more you buy, the more you save.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Let's see. 150. Yeah.
Well, across the state, Dominion Energy, South Carolina, is moving forward with this newly proposed rate increase. Officials presented the plans to the Public Service Commission of South Carolina earlier this afternoon.
It could take days for the Public Service Commission to make a decision on whether they approve the settlements or not. If approved, starting September 1st, bills would increase by just over $15 for a monthly average bill of $148.
Damn, that's too
less than the
much.
company's original rate hike proposed in March. Originally, customers would have seen an increase of
But
$19.
I'm not with Dominion.
At today's hearing,
We're not
President
with
Company explained the
Dominion.
reason for this rate hike.
I do need this.
WIS reporter Mary Green is following the next steps for the commission and will have more on our evening newscasts. Fun.
All right, we are tracking another first alert weather day for you tomorrow. The daytime high is expected to hit 99. It's going to feel more like about 108. In addition to that, we're still tracking a couple of strong storms out there. I'll give you a look at those coming up.
I'm waiting for this to cool, and once it cools, it kind of rises.
Corner Pantry. Download the Corner Pantry app today to save in the store. And
So what's up, everybody? How's everybody's afternoon or morning? It depends on where you are. How you doing?
Let's get right to the big stories you need to know before we go.
With your first alert forecast, as you can see here, everyone, rain and storms continue to settle with us throughout the day.
And with live first alert traffic updates. We'll be there on time.
We're up for what's now and what's next.
If it's happening now,
It's happening here.
Sunrise on WIS. Up to get you going.
This is my favorite. This one. From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,250.
Anybody else wants to get blocks?
You're covered. No
Try
matter where you
me.
go, get severe weather alerts, live radar for your exact location, and hour-by-hour forecasts. Download the WIS First Alert Weather app today. Sponsored by the Stanley Law Group.
I got hurt in a car wreck. I knew who to call. I called Shelley Lee.
call me,
Damn!
Shelley Lee.
I was gonna
I'll
do it
fight to get you
again,
the
man.
best
Seen the
buddy you
commercials so
Do what I
much.
did. Call Shelley Lee.
Christmas in July deals at Heinrich's are hotter than a summer day. So no blowouts, 70% off. Alfred Dunner, 60% off. 36-count coffee pods, $12.98. Microfiber sheet sets, 70% off. Skechers, buy one pair, get one pair free. Latex bras, $14.98. And select seat on TV items, 2 for $15. Average sizzling Christmas in July event.
Mom, check my height.
As a parent, you do everything you can to provide for your kids so they can grow into their best self.
Same height. Sorry.
But sometimes you need a little extra help.
Hello.
Thanks to Food Lion Feeds.
Good morning over there.
Enough of what he needs, and that's made all the difference for us. Here to fill tables and hearts with hope.
Yes.
Food Lion Feeds, here for every moment.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything down to the study.
From design and products to removal and installation,
It turned out amazing.
Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com to learn more about our winter savings event.
Put on the job, don't take any chances. Just call a jeweler. Your alert first. WIS 10. Your first alert.
Welcome back. In the wake of the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, there are some widespread concerns and questions as to how something like this could happen.
The Secret
How?
Service now under growing pressure to explain what happened hours and minutes before the gunman opened fire at the rally. The FBI also helping to lead that investigation. Joining us today over Zoom to give us more context and insight about the security successes and failures by the FBI and Secret Service is former FBI Special Agent in Charge, Michael Tapman. Michael, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you.
Michael, you have close to 3 decades of law enforcement experience.
I'm waiting
You
for
have been
everything to
in
cool.
charge of planning the security for high-level events such as a presidential campaign that we saw on Saturday. When you saw that video and you heard the details about a gunman getting fewer than 150 meters from where former President Donald Trump was speaking, what was the first thing that came to your mind with the security issues there?
We're fucked.
Right, those security issues were a little disturbing, especially
Yes.
in view of the fact that the Secret Service has an excellent reputation for dignitary protection. That is their number one priority in what they serve. And I'm usually pretty hesitant to criticize their work, but as more information
I'm
comes out,
normally on
it's
for
obvious
an
that there are
hour,
lapses in
90
security here in many
minutes,
ways.
or 2
So we have
hours,
this
depends
rooftop.
on what time
It's
of the
elevated
day.
spot within 150 yards
I know
along
I'm
President.
on early in the morning and over
It was
here,
open to
and
people
it's
to access it.
late
And
at
the
night
question we
where
have
you
is,
are.
why wasn't a security
So I know it's
department
morning
Was it
where you are.
identified as a security risk at meetings that they must have had before this event? There's a site survey before you go out and make a plan, and before the event, you have a meeting with all the agencies, the Secret Service being the lead agency. So one would have to ask, was the police department, who now the Secret Service is saying was responsible, were they adequately briefed on what they need to do? Were they advised to secure that building and that roof, make sure we're visible for any points of egress into the area, anybody approaching the venue? So it's a matter of, was this police department adequately coached as to what to do? They're a small police department. They don't
It's
have
kind
the
of cool.
experience of the Secret Service. And did the Secret Service check on
Food's
everything
kind of
to
cool
make
right
sure
now. This
everything was
is
in place before the event?
supper.
Michael, also some questions regarding what looked to be counter snipers in the area. What is the protocol when they see something in a situation like this? What is their method of engagement? You know, there are questions as to whether or not
Really
they act
cool a little
too
bit more.
late. Is that something that they
Nope,
can
I'm eating.
preemptively work on if they see somebody in an area that they're not
Hey,
allowed to
Cream.
be?
Well, that's exactly what they're there for. See if there's somebody they're not supposed to be. Obviously, that they can't just shoot anybody they see. They have to make
Bob
a
was
determination
listening to
if
Sophie's
they
live
see a man
for a little bit,
pointing a
man.
weapon
She's
at the
letting in
president
on the
or
bee.
the crowd. They have to
I mean,
take
the
a
bug.
shot. If it's just
That's what we
suspicious,
call
they
the
report
bug.
it in. They ask for other
Just letting her
eyes
have it.
and other opinions of what's going on, and they have to make a decision. If they have to make that momentary decision, then they have to make it. And that's what they're there for, strictly what you said. Now, in this situation,
I mean,
there's
she.
another concern
Woo!
I have.
I'm gonna have to catch up after Savage is live. I'm gonna have to catch up on it.
And the officer started climbing. Well, the police department should have had a shared frequency with the Secret Service. And once they made this determination there's someone on the roof, which we already know is a security vulnerability, there should have been a radio call to the Secret Service.
I mean,
and
she's.
they should have ushered the former president off
This
the
is
stage
the Sophie
right away
that
on that information. It's okay
I
to have a
like.
false alarm.
This is the Sophie
as
that
opposed
I
to what
like.
did happen.
And Michael, I want to talk about how former President Trump was escorted off the stage. A lot of mixed reaction.
Roll 'em.
People seeing the video where you can see the Secret Service create a human shield around him. He's dropped down on the ground, and you hear conversation. At one point, you heard one of the female Secret Service agents saying, "Where are we going? Shoot her down," and then they proceeded to move him. Some people are saying they took too long to get him off of the stage, while others are saying they did the right thing. From your professional opinion,
I would have
did the Secret
rolled
Service
him.
handle removing Trump in a
I
split
mean, I would have
instant
got
way?
bumps and bruises, but hey, at least I would have
They did the
lived.
best they could under that circumstance. As you pointed out, they created a human shield around the former president. He was on the ground, and they don't want to lift him up and move him until they're sure, or fairly sure, that they're not moving to more.
Tell them to
dangerous
roll
situations.
with it.
So once they determined that no more rounds were coming, and that the path to the vehicle in which they're going to go is safe and the vehicle's ready to take off, then they moved him. Sometimes just holding your ground for a moment is the safest thing to do, and that's where they were, on the ground, protecting the president, and they waited for the right time to move.
But I'm having
in
my
that regard,
oatmeal.
the service did exactly as they're trained to do.
So, Michael, what do you see as potential methods and plans of action for future rallies or future events
Wednesday,
like
I
this?
got a
What do you foresee happening? in
home health
situations like
from
that
my
as the
insurance
campaign
company to
moves
come
forward?
out and do a yearly
Well, the Secret
physical
Service
on
is
me
going to have to act
for a charge.
based on what happened and with input of all the agencies.
And then August, I got 2 doctor's appointments. One with the eye doctor that I just made
And they have to sort of
for
how did this happen? How did this
the
get by?
9th,
And it cannot happen
which
again.
my insurance
In
will
the short
cover it.
term,
Yeah.
there's going to be no changes to security.
They're going to have to
I think that people
dilate
will
these
learn
bad
from
boys.
security. They're going to take what they learned in the short term just from this event and add extra manpower, extra vigilance to their protective duties. But the presidential campaign and presidents are always going to go on. They're always going to want to be out there meeting the people, having these rallies, having campaign speeches. But we're not going to stop that. And we have to recognize.
And it's
that
only going to get
security
worse. It's going to be more shootings. I'm sorry.
There's always some danger in a high-value target such as the president, the presidential nominee, going out amongst the public.
And Michael, we have about 15 more seconds. Want to ask you just the days following for the investigation into the gunman. What should we look for as far as what the FBI, Secret Service, and other agencies?
I just
are
don't
going
want
to
the
be searching
gunman's
for when
family
hoping
to get
figure out
targeted.
motive?
I don't want that.
Right.
Nobody wants it.
Again, the motive is a secondary part of the investigation. The first initial part, the most serious part, I believe has been completed in the sense that the FBI believed this was a lone gunman. There is no continuing conspiracy, continuing threat. They still have to determine if anyone else was involved in the planning and preparation, aiding and abetting in any way. And that person, of course, will be criminally liable, though it does not sound that way at this moment. But I know in those first few days, the information is not always what it proves to be later on when the investigation continues. I think they're basing a lot now on what they
Everything's
find on the
vague.
phone. Text messages, maybe when he's written to. I myself am surprised that they didn't find sort of the writings of somebody, a aggrieved individual, as we see it, people who do these shootings, with all the burdens and complaints they have in life, and all the blaming. They haven't found that. I would expect more of that to be found. So they may not find more on the phone. We just might have had somebody who had a very sudden onset of some sort of mental illness, and we haven't found the motivation behind other shootings in the past, in Las Vegas, and in the
Everything.
schools.
Well,
We don't always know what that
well, it
motivation is.
does. It does. Has something to do with mental illness. See, I can't be around guns because I'm bipolar depression. That's what I got.
Meteorologist Von Gaskin taking
I
a
choose
look
not
at
to
our
be around
forecast.
guns.
Absolutely.
I mean, I choose not to have a gun, but when push comes to shove and someone's threatening me, I'm grabbing a gun.
This is on I-26. This is near mile marker 106, so that's going to take you to that St. Andrews Road exit there right off the side of your screen. And clearly the slower traffic
That's my
is in place
opinion.
near
That's my
exit
story,
106.
and I'm
So
damn well
just
sticking
kind
to
of
it.
watch out for that and just be prepared to stop and slow down if you do head through that area. Let's also talk about some stronger storms we had. We have had 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in the area. Right now, stronger storms are in place, but they're not severe, or at least they weakened just below severe limits, so they took down that warning. So as of right now, it's kind of winding down for you in Branchville. It's starting to shift closer to St. George. So you're still dealing with some stronger storms, some gusty winds.
That's where my brother lives.
Near 21. So between Branchville and Smokes, it's going to be a rough go, as you do see heavy rain, wind, and lightning there. The bigger picture shows that's not the only game in town. We're also looking at some storms just outside of Sumter, heading into Florence. They have some lightning in place there. We're also looking at some severe storms closer to Moncks Corner and into coastal communities. With this being said, now that we are tracking a little bit of a dip in some of these temperatures, it is because of the wet weather, the rainfall, the breeze that we're getting. All of those things are factors in helping to bring those temperatures down a little bit. So right now, still staying hot and sticky. Lexington 95 feels like 102 for you. 97 in Winsboro is feeling like 102. And then 95 in Chester feels like about 100. So still tracking triple-digit temperatures. And just a reminder, we're still tracking a heat advisory. That's going to stay in place until 8 o'clock. So that means still use caution if you need to go outside and walk the dog, or if you're planning on taking a walk or a jog. You still need to wait a few more hours before it's really safe and comfortable for you to get outside. Now, that heat advisory is in place for all the counties shaded in the pink here, so not including Fairfield, Newberry, and Saluda counties, but clearly your temperatures are very, very high as well. We could see ourselves with another advisory. We're tracking high heat and humidity for your Tuesday as well. Heat index values anywhere from 106 to 110. I'm thinking they're going to hover right around 108 for tomorrow. So we're going to put in another first alert weather day. 99 will feel hotter for Tuesday. Into Wednesday and Thursday, we take the alert down. We're tracking a high temperature of 95. That 99 tomorrow will feel more like about 108. So that's your Tuesday forecast. Just heat and humidity and about a 40% chance of late-day showers and storms. Unsettled weather will pretty much plague us. It will rule the roost for a little while because we'll be able to dial those temperatures back because of a better opportunity for wet weather, cloud cover, and a nice little breeze. For the next couple of hours, we are seeing some indications that we could see 1 or 2 late night storms develop. So let's keep our ears open for that. Late night, meaning 9, 10, or 11 o'clock, we may hear some rumbles of thunder. So 1 or 2 areas could hear some of that. We then fast forward into your Tuesday. This is about 4 o'clock, and we see the clusters of storms developing yet again. And they're just developing because it's hot, because it's humid, and we get a little bit of a trigger in the atmosphere, and that allows those storms to develop. All right, near 100 tomorrow, middle 90s for you Wednesday and Thursday. Overnight lows staying steamy as well, not too far from 80. We're in the upper 80s as we head into your Friday and into the weekend. That does come with a better chance of cloud cover, showers, and storms, so that's helping to keep those temperatures down, but the humidity will be higher.
WIS 10 right in your inbox. Subscribe to our daily digest to get updates on breaking news, first alert weather, and sports. Go to WISTV.com to sign up.
I'm Pat McWhorter.
And I'm Stacy Meyer.
Cora was injured by an 18-wheeler.
It's a great feeling when you know you have a law firm in your corner. You just can sit back and just let them do everything. They didn't have any problems dealing with any of the insurance companies that I had. And if anything ever happened in the future and I needed a strong law firm like McWhorter and Associates, I would choose them again.
Call McWhorter, Bellinger & Associates at 803 Law Firm.
It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
For the world's greatest athletes, there is nothing like competing on the world's biggest stage. And Olympics unlike any other. The Paris Olympics. Countdown to the Olympics on WIS is sponsored locally by ARS Rescue Rooter.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis. Pain with my feet, my knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with good feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel to toe walk. I'm not feeling any pain, especially
especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call those thumbs up guys?
Because when you're hurt, you need money. Getting people paid for car wrecks is what we do. We're those thumbs up guys. One of our clients injured their foot in a slip and fall accident. We settled that case for $187,000. Another client of ours was hit by a big truck and needed surgery. We settled that case for $2 million.
I'm convinced. Why wouldn't I call those thumbs up guys?
We're those thumbs up guys.
Call 803-500-1000.
Carpet One is more than a carpet store. You'll find water-resistant, stress-resistant, luxury vinyl plank to fit every decor. We have the largest selection of hardwoods in the Midlands. You'll love your new flooring from Carpet One. Why go anywhere else?
Window World offers an energy-saving, cost-effective approach for any budget. We continue to change the way it's been done by the other guys for years.
We're your local Window World owners, and we're proud to say that we live right here in the heart of South Carolina.
Don't listen to what the other guys are saying about Window World. Find out for yourself and call or click today for your free in-home estimate on windows, siding, doors, and more.
Window World, simply the best.
For less.
Happening soon, Amazon's 10th Prime Day event is this Tuesday and Wednesday, so get those cards ready to swipe. The two-day summer sale promises millions of deals from electronics and kitchen appliances to even apparel and beauty products. Prime members can already access some deals a little early. The VP of the online retail giant has said Prime Day helps celebrate the value the site brings to members all year long. According to Amazon, overall customers, they saved nearly $24 billion just last year alone from the deals and coupons on Prime Day.
Still ahead on your news at 5, we continue to follow the very latest from the Republican National Convention as former President Trump has named his running mate. WIS reporter Ashley Jones speaks to South Carolina GOP Chairman Drew McKissick about what's going on at the convention as well as all of the other news of the day coming up after the break.
Create your perfect room for entertaining, relaxing, and more with patio enclosures. Right now, get 20% off your sunroom. Plus, enjoy exceptional financing. Call today. Patio enclosures. When every penny counts, shouldn't your money work just as hard as you do? With a premium checking account from AllSouth, you could earn up to 4.59% APY. 30 times more than the national average interest checking rate. That's more money in your bank account each month. Start getting rewarded for your everyday banking. Easily open an account online or visit an AllSouth location today to start earning more. AllSouth Federal Credit Union, making the everyday possible.
Cooling your heating system on the fritz? Call ARS Rescue Rooter today and we'll waive the service call fee with any HVAC system repair. The trusted technicians at ARS are ready 7 days a week to fix all of your HVAC problems. Call 803-754-0600.
It's tax time, and if it's also your time for roofing repairs, CMS Roofing is offering $1,000 off on a new roof. We're talking about an architecture shingle roof with a 50-year warranty and 25-year workmanship warranty. $1,000 off from now through May 15th. CMS has been a market leader in South Carolina roofing for the past 30 years. We're the company to trust for a job well done. We know your roof is our reputation. Visit cmsroofingsc.com.
We were both hurt in a car wreck.
I chose to go with them guys.
After it was all said and done, we had a little bit of money to help invest in a better home for us. If you ever hurt in South Carolina,
Call the thumbs up, guys.
Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
Right now in your news at 5, just days after the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump, he is in Milwaukee for the Republican National Convention. What South Carolina officials say about the event's safety.
And if you
thought it was hot today, just wait till tomorrow. We've got another hot day and another first alert weather day with heat index values near 108 degrees.
Ooh.
For the rest of that first alert forecast, I'll look at the week ahead.
And victim services are dealing with an impact of cuts from federal funding. What this means for those looking to use those services.
Live from Columbia, South Carolina, WIS News 10 starts with First Alert Weather.
Well, just 2 days after former President Donald Trump was hurt in an assassination attempt, Trump has announced his pick for Vice President, Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio. Trump made the announcement online as the Republican National Convention.
We don't need him. Oh.
The event is under intense political and security spotlight.
Ohio.
Prepare to keep the four-day convention safe and secure. Joining us now live in the studios are Ashley Jones. And Ashley, you spoke to a leader of the South Carolina Republican Party. What does he say about security at the event?
Well, Hannah and Judy, he says that so far nothing has really changed and everything has just been business as usual. Now,
everything has been hunky-dory. Oh, yeah, that's us.
Oh,
yeah, that's us. Are we stupid? Yes, we are. Do we admit it? No, it just shows. Ask Joe Wilson. It shows.
When asked about security protocols, he says nothing's different than previous years. McKissick says Secret Service prepped security measures days in advance for the convention, and he also said he didn't have any safety concerns for himself or any of his colleagues. Now, McKissick called Saturday's shooting a heinous act, but said it wasn't going to get in the way of officiating Trump's GOP nomination.
My heart goes out to the families that were impacted by it. We had one that lost their life, unfortunately, others were critically injured. Certainly being in prayer for them, our heart goes out to them. Very glad to see the president was, able to get up and move and go off under his own power. And he's defiant. He's ready to continue fighting. And we're ready to get the business done that we're here to do.
So in total, 50 delegates from South Carolina will be attending the RNC. That's including Governor Henry McMaster. We have former governor and GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley, who is expected to speak tomorrow night at the convention. Chairman McKissick will break down some of those security measures that are in place for the RNC next at 6.
All right, Ashley, thank you so much. And of course, we'll continue to follow developments out of the convention throughout the week.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
It is a first alert weather today.
Nope.
And it will be for tomorrow.
That's why I'm not watching it. Oh, hell no.
It's going to feel like about 108 with extremely high humidity. We still have a heat advisory in effect for our region until 8 o'clock tonight. Lexington, Richland, Kershaw County, and all the counties over to the east included in on that. Right now, we have cooled off down to 91 degrees in Columbia, 91 in Lexington. We have 96 currently in Saluda, where it feels like 99. It feels like 101 currently in Aiken. Our heat index values did get up to 107 today, 100 in Orangeburg. So some showers and storms have kind of cooled us off in our eastern sections, and some outflow boundaries kind of come out of that, helping cool things off, just exactly what thunderstorms are supposed to do. They're trying to make sure that our atmosphere has kind of calmed down a little bit, especially with the heat. The only shower I've got right now is in north of 321 or 521 east of Manning, and as far as everything, we've got everything kind of pushing over to the east. A few warnings still down to our areas around the PD, but here in the Midlands, no warnings to speak of. We had a few earlier this afternoon, and as we look at tonight, our temperatures are still pretty warm. We're right around 79 degrees at 2 and at 3 o'clock in the morning, 77 by 5 in the morning, and a little chance of some showers and storms. It's about a 20% chance. Lows down to 76 in Columbia, 74 in Camden, and 75 degrees around St. Matthews. I've got the rest of the first alert forecast. We'll talk about some much needed rain chances coming up.
Has denied bond for a man who's accused of shooting at a Richland County deputy's home last summer. 18-year-old Demarius Rogers is facing 8 attempted murder charges for a shooting that injured a deputy and his then fiancée at their home. 3 other teens were arrested in connection with this incident. Investigators say Rogers and the 3 others went to the house at around 11:30 at night to settle disagreements that they say originated on social media. Midland Georgia's organizations are expected to see significant decreases in staffing for crime victims' resources.
This comes after a significant cut in federal funding was only partially offset in the state budget.
Investigative reporter Derek Brunch joins us live with the details surrounding this cut. So, Derek, what will the impacts of this look like here in the Midlands?
What else do I want to do while I'm here?
Well,
Nope.
the state of South Carolina typically receives $21 million from the Victims of Crimes Act or VOCA funds, but a recent cut in that general funding for the federal government now brings that down to $12.4 million. So what does that mean? Well, the Attorney General, Alan Wilson, requested from the General Assembly to get $15 million to offset that $700 million cut in the federal budget that took us from 21 to 12.4. The General Assembly only approved $5 million from that. Speaking of organizations, and members of the General Assembly, and what this essentially boils down to is that people are going to get laid off from jobs that are anywhere from sheriff's departments to police departments. Even hospitals are going to feel these impacts. According to the National Network to End Domestic Violence, Lexington, Suffolk, and Clarendon counties, but other organizations, WCA, told me they have also had to lay off employees. Losses in funding. And Executive Director Cleartis McDonald Amaker says already feeling the consequences.
Of course, we're short. So I had to send to an individual that was needing our services sitting in bed. And I spent all weekend working with that person.
Now, this doesn't just impact the organizations that receive the VOCA funding. It also impacts crime victims resource organizations that do not. We'll break all of that down coming up in a report here on the news at 6. But for now, in the newsroom, Derek Rush, WIS News 10.
Still ahead on your news at 5, Dominion has reached a settlement to raise rates for the first time in years. How this impacts your bill?
I'm not with Dominion, so I'm good.
Club Meadow Sports and Entertainment and WS10 present the Columbia Fireflies live from Segra Park. This Saturday, July 20th at 6 p.m. Watch the Columbia Fireflies take on the Myrtle Beach Pelicans live from Segra Park on WIS 10.4. Watch select home games all season long from the Columbia Fireflies. Root for the home team with WIS and Palmetto Sports and Entertainment. Sponsored by Phillips Auto Tech.
When the unexpected happens, who do you turn to? My law firm helps people who've been hurt in a car wreck. When the unexpected happens, George Sink Injury Lawyers is there for you. Getting help is easy. Just call George Sink Injury Lawyers at all times.
Where did you get that smile? And Southern Shores Dental.
Have you been dreaming of a new smile, pain-free chewing, replacing a missing tooth, or is it just time for a checkup? Whatever your needs are, we can help here at Southern Shores Dental. Come see us at either of our 2 locations, and we can make you smile.
Where did you get that smile? At Southern Shores Dental.
We've extended the Jim Hudson 2000 to Jim Hudson Toyota. Get our biggest deals of the year. Shop over 270 new Jim Hudson Toyotas with payments from $269 a month or financing as low as 1.99%. Backed by our
I'm trying to just play with my hair. So
$3,500 value.
Because
Offering the Jim Hudson 2000 with a
so
portion
good.
of every sale going to end hunger in the Midlands at Jim Hudson Toyota.
Spend sequence and you'll never forget it.
Power through your to-do list. And create a space that makes a splash. Find steel tools starting at $149.99. Real steel. Find yours.
My serious accident required a serious attorney. I called Shelly Leak first. Shelly got me $230.
And why is it starting over
Call
saying that?
803-567-5000.
I'll just go for an extra 10 minutes. Shit, fuck it.
Do you have a beauty shot of Lake Murray? We want to see it. Send us your pictures today. Go to wistv.com/Lake Murray Pics, and you can see your photo on air. Sponsored by Honda of Columbia.
A car wreck or work injury can hurt your future.
But why is it doing that?
It can be the most important decision of your life. Call George Sink Injury Lawyers at all nights. You can call nights, weekends, 24/7. Let them take care of everything while you get better.
Well, the offseason is nearly over and SEC Media Days are here. The Gamecocks are in Dallas to kick off the 2024 college football season. Our WIS sports team is the only
Go
business
Cox!
station
Go
in the Lone Star State
Cox!
for this.
Yes,
Julia Westerman joins
honey.
us live to begin our week-long coverage. Hey, Julia.
I'd much rather watch the SEC Media Days than watch the RNC.
It's officially talking season, and we've had a full slate of teams here on day one. LSU, Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, and of course, South Carolina. And it's early in the week, but head coach Shane Beamer can already guess how it's going to end. Beamer expects to be picked low in the preseason projections, somewhere between 13 and 16. He gets it. The Gamecocks finished 5-7 in 2023 and didn't make a bowl game for the first time in his tenure. But he says people aren't looking at the full picture. They're focusing on what they lost, but not what they kept or added.
It's easy to look and say, well, they struggled last year in some ways, but
And I still got Rattlers jersey.
so they're not going to be very good. I think it's a very lazy way of thinking, in my opinion. No one talks about the players that we do return and the experience that we have.
I mean, you never like to see stuff like that, but I think, the older I've gotten and the more I've seen certain things through the media, I kind of just brushed off the shoulder. Nobody's in the building with us. Nobody's there when we're working out. Nobody's there when we're in film studies. So I can never take it with too much. I understand it for what it is. Like Coach Beamer was saying, he gets it. It is what it is, but none of them were there when we're working.
Beamer later added at the main podium that he really likes this football team, but he also recognizes that might not be a shared feeling right now, but they're hungry to change that narrative. This is only the beginning of our full coverage here at SEC Media Days in Dallas. Stick with us throughout the evening as we recap day one. Live in Dallas, Julia Westerman, WIS News 10 Sports.
All right, Julia, thank you. And we have special coverage tonight and throughout the week in place of WIS News Primetime. So, again, join the team every night at 7:30 for Media Days Crazy, South Carolina.
So let's take a look at the drought monitor. We need some rain. We've got dry conditions in some locations, severe drought and extreme drought in extreme areas of our eastern viewing area over towards the eastern Clarendon County, also Sumter and southern Lee County. The good news is our rain chances are going up. We have better chances of rain as we head towards the end of this week and into the weekend. We'll track that coming up.
This one, I think this is my favorite. When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Revamp is with you every step of the way. Is this going to be ready in time for the baby? From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,250 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Yeah? This is ridiculous!
Let me go get my tools.
Wait. No, please stop trying to fix me there.
No, you can't do it.
Call the professionals.
That's gross.
Right now, get a mainline drain clearing for just $159 at Metz Plumbing. MetzPlumbing.com.
Yeah, it'll help over here. Oh.
Experience relaxation at its finest with our American-made hot tubs and cold plunge spas made right here. By selling directly to our customers, we keep prices low and quality high. American-made spas starting at just $24.99. Shop us now at shophottubs.com.
I was having a lot of sinus infections. My sinuses were clogged, pressure, headaches.
Linda suffered for years with chronic sinus infections. Now her issues are gone. How? A minimally invasive procedure done in the office of Columbia Breathe Free Sinus and Allergy Centers called balloon sinuplasty.
I would do it again in a heartbeat, and I would definitely recommend it for someone else.
Do you suffer with chronic sinus infections? Set an appointment today with Columbia Breathe Free.
No, why they can't put my medicine?
This is Soda City.
Yo, mind your business. Mind your shit.
Don't miss the extended Jim Hudson 2000.
You're
This year,
welcome.
we're doubling our donations from 1 million to 2 million meals to help end hunger in the Midlands.
Yo.
And you'll never forget it.
A new $5 million town hall is in the works for the town of Irmo. The project was allocated $1 million from the recently approved state budget. Town officials say planning has already started.
WIS reporter Naomi Popa met with the town's administrator to give you the rundown for the new bill. The home you see behind me has served as Irmo's town hall for
I'm live.
30 years.
What's
The
up?
administrators say it's time for some change.
Yeah, I like JoJo Siwa. Why you say?
The current
Why
town
you
hall
say?
is about
Why you
1,800
say?
square feet with only 6 offices. Town administrator Courtney
Yep,
Dennis tells me
fucker,
it's just
gotta
not making
go.
the cut anymore. He says Irmo, like many other towns in the Midlands, has seen exponential growth in the last few
Yeah, we
years.
do.
So with an older facility, obviously it's got some inefficiencies in space usage. It makes it challenging. But you know that there's a need for not only the growth, but the more modern standards that you need in facilities.
The project is still in its planning phase, which means no renderings have been made just yet. Dennis says the new town hall will be around 10,000 square feet, almost 5 times larger than now that the town has been funding needed, Dennis says they are going to He says the new building in the same area is on another piece of property. The additional money needed for the building will come out in 2 places. The first is the government grant the town has requested from the federal government, and the second is the town's reserve fund. That's comprised of property taxes, revenue from business licenses, and sales. Reporting on the County, I'm Naomi Popa.
I'm your guilty pleasure.
Let's take a look at traffic. No accidents to report in that construction area around Camden. There's some slow spots where they're working on the bridge. And here around Columbia, we've got some slow spots as well. On I-20, down to 36 miles per hour. And we're looking at a malfunction junction. It's around about 17 miles per hour there. Now, here's what it looks like at mile marker 108. That westbound lane is crawling right now. Again, around 17 miles per hour. Temperatures have gotten better. We're at 91 degrees here in Columbia. 86 in some Some storms over to our east have helped cool us down. Still feels like 102 in Winsboro, 100 in Chester. Here in Columbia, 97 in Orangeburg, 100 degrees. There's still a heat advisory until 8 o'clock tonight for Lexington, Richland, Kershaw, Lee, Central, Clarendon, Calhoun, and Orangeburg County. Now, it's going to be hot and humid tomorrow. It's about 99 degrees is our temperature. It feels like 108 for your Tuesday, so it's another first alert weather day for your Tuesday. Now, as far as the radar goes, we're not seeing any storms here in the Midlands. We have a few that's approaching Bamberg County, but here around Orangeburg, St. Matthews, not a lot of activity. Over to the east, that shower around Manning has started to fizzle out. I'll show you the loop right here. You can kind of see the activity that we had in the east of Columbia. There'll be some moisture. We'll take anything we get, especially in this region. I just showed you severe drought in this region right here. So hopefully we have some sort of rains. It's not really enough to get out of that severe drought, but anything helps. Now, the chance of rain for the next couple of hours, up to 20% chance at 9, 11, and at 1 o'clock, about 10% chance at 3 and 5. The jet stream is still up to our north. All this heat and humidity is still with us. It feels like 108. And there's also about a 40% chance of some showers and storms tomorrow afternoon. Now, there's a cold front that's pushing in from the north and west. It brings about a 40% chance of storms. It's still way up to our north there. But just anything unsettled with this trough in the upper levels kind of helps aid in bringing us that uplift needed for some rain and thunderstorms. And that trough pushes to the south. The front stalls out. We have a 60% chance of rain and storms for your Thursday because of this. Temperatures are in the mid-90s for your Thursday. So let's go hour by hour here. You can see a few showers and storms at 8 o'clock, and then they kind of fizzle out throughout the evening hours. Southwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour, gusting up to 5 to 15 miles per hour. Not a lot of gusts, but up to 23 at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. By 10, you can see some of those showers in the area. And then 7 in the morning Wednesday, we're dry again into the afternoon. We start to see some more showers and storms popping up. About a 40 to 50% chance of rain and thunder for your third Wednesday. And then by Thursday, we're dry in the morning, better chance in the afternoon and evening. Now tonight, down to 72 degrees in Winsboro, 74 around Camden, 75 St. Matthews, and 74 degrees in Barnwell. Your 10-day forecast, we've got a first alert weather day for your Tuesday. For that heat and humidity, it's going to feel like 108 degrees. By Wednesday, 50% chance.
Al Roker.
60% chance Thursday afternoon, mid-90s, and that rain kind of comes in the afternoon hours as the front stalls, and then kind of hangs out with us and cools us down. 86 degrees Friday, 88 Saturday, and also Sunday.
All right, Adam, thank you. Hundreds of thousands of South Carolinians could see their electric bills go up just over a month from
I'm
now.
with co-op, so
Dominion
I'm
Energy is asking
good.
state officials to approve its first
I'm
base
Gucci.
electric rate hike in nearly 4 years. Though it's not as much of an increase as the company first proposed. State House reporter Mary Green has the details from
I
Columbia,
am
where it's
good.
now under review. After what they described as
I'm supposed to add water to.
Dominion Energy
I'm gonna
and
add
other
water to.
stakeholders came to an agreement late last week on the company's proposed rate hike. On Monday, the South Carolina Public Service Commission heard testimony on this plan before ultimately deciding whether or not it would accept it.
Our goal is to provide reliability, security, and peace of mind to our customers who depend upon us each and every second of their day. If approved, the rate increase would go into effect September 1st, affecting Dominion Energy's estimated 750,000 customers in South Carolina. Stakeholders say that
Except
under this
for me.
settlement, the monthly bill for a typical residential customer using 1,000 kilowatt hours of electricity would go up just over $15 a month. That's less than Dominion's initial proposal, which would have raised it nearly $19 a month. According to Dominion, that means the monthly electric bill for a typical residential customer under this agreement would be around $148. The settlement would also divvy up $7.5 million in one-time bill credits to residential and small business customers this year.
The role of this whole process was to ferret out what proposed increases were not justified.
I'm your guilty
That did not
pleasure.
belong to be put on the back of
I still want to hear all her songs.
And we think we've done the best we can.
The South Carolina
Yeah,
Public Service Commission will
we do.
ultimately decide whether or not it accepts this proposal. It's
Oh, I've been
still
on
hearing
sick of
testimony
it.
on
Let's
the
see,
plan now.
whenever
It could take more on Tuesday.
it disconnected me, and it reconnected, it started my
In response to rising costs, Santee Cooper is looking to raise
minutes.
residential rates by nearly 9%
It
next
started
year,
my
which will be its first rate increase since 2017.
counter
Just last week, the Public Service Commission approved a rate hike for Duke Energy Carolina's customers in the upstate. Stay with us, we'll be right back after this.
and we're not with Duke neither, so
First
Duke it.
is sponsored by Corner Pantry.
Duke.
Download the Corner Pantry app today to save in the store
I'm trying to
and at the pump.
get this on. Paris, I love you. I love you. I love you a lot. I do want to thank you.
Call 1-800 Get Windows today and get $500 off a whole house full of windows with a factory lifetime warranty or 12 months.
Okay. Because it does keep your drinks cool. And your drinks hot. And your hot drinks hot. Because trust me, this one is used for water.
Call us and tell us what happened to you. We're those thumbs up guys.
Call 803-500-1000.
18-wheeler injury cases are complicated. The most important thing is to call me immediately. The sooner you have a lawyer, the sooner we get results. It's true. I was in a wreck with an 18-wheeler, and I called Shelly Lee, and she got me $800,000. Injured in a wreck with an 18-wheeler?
I was close to going to see JoJo Siwa. It was back in 2020. It was during they before they canceled all of the concerts due to the pandemic. I was close to seeing her. I would have had good seats right next to the stage. I would have had a chance to meet her, I think. Because I would have got a package. You know how Ticketmaster is. They make you go buy a package.
I felt like disconnecting. I asked
Yeah, I
my
was
doctor
close.
about treating my TD and learned about egress.
So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to end this second live. I don't know how it started over with my minutes, but we'll figure that one out. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Always one pill, once daily. Ingress can cause depression, suicidal thoughts,